Hello everyone, Ted Deal Star Wars Nerd here. I hope you're doing well, and I want to thank you for joining me today as we go over a Star Wars story I just saw. Well, it's kind of a Star Wars story, but it's more of a Doom story. So let's just check it out right now. All right, I got it pulled up here. There's a mod out now that turns the original Star Wars Battlefront II into Doom. So while it's normally the Doom games that get modded, this time someone takes Star Wars Battlefront II and turns it into the influential 1993 first-person shooter. So look at that. Look, it looks pretty darn cool, huh? So the original Doom games have had such an impact on the gaming world, literally setting the bar for what was possible in first-person action games at the time. Since being released almost 30 years ago, fans have been altering and modding the game to turn it into something else. Take the fan who turned Doom 2 into a third-person beat-em-up, not to mention the number of devices the game has been ported to. However, in something of a new take on an old classic, someone has modded Star Wars Battlefront 2 to turn it into the id Software first-person shooter. Uploading the mod to ModDB recently, creator BK2Modder has re-imaged the original LucasArts pandemic Star Wars Battlefront 2 as a Doom game called DoomFront. The mod takes the 2005 iteration of the fondly remembered Star Wars installment and sets it in the inspirational id game, which includes players being able to duke it out in death matches using characters inspired by the classic games. It is also possible to choose to play as a demon, such as the Imp or Shotgun Sergeant. Nice! There's also, at the time of this article going live, a mode where players can fight to secure domination over the battlefield. Images on the page show the UAC-style Marines battling it out in arenas very reminiscent of the classic Doom titles. According to the mod description, DoomFront supports the opening classic Doom map E1M1, which for many old players was their first exposure to the game way back in 1993. Hell yeah, it was. The developer also, they put it out on a floppy disk. You could play one level. And the developer also says that there will be more updates to the add-on and the possibility of adding additional maps. It also says that as well as being inspired by the first games, the mod takes cue from the Doom 2016 reboot. I never played that one. At 3 decades old, it's wonderful to see that fans are still breathing life into a PC title that continues to leave an imprint on the industry and the surrounding community. It's also not the first time it's been reborn in a completely different franchise. Not that long ago, someone managed to turn Age of Empires 2 into a Doom game, complete with the assets from the latter, just incorporated into the former's godlike perspective and more point-and-click style of play. It's also perhaps not surprising that someone wanted to bring these two games together into one package. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is still a worthy game in this day and age, despite it being 16 years old at this point. What DoomFront does is marry one of the biggest movie franchises in history with a gaming franchise whose legacy will continue for a long time. Pandemic Star Wars Battlefront 2 is out now for PC, PlayStation 2, PSP, Xbox, and playable via backwards compatibility on Xbox One and Xbox Series XS. I have no idea if you can mod it on those, but there you go. I would best stick with PC. PC Master Race, you know. So anyway, this comes from GameRant.com, written by Andrew Paul Heaton. So yeah, go check this article out, download this, get it going. I'm going to see what I can do. Maybe I'll stream it one night. I'm really starting thinking about streaming some games. I got a couple in mind, but if you got any suggestions on what games you'd like to see me stream, or even if you care, let me know down below. Thanks a lot. I am Ted the Old Star Wars Nerd. Please leave a comment below, click like button, click subscribe button, click that bell for notifications if you would, all right? Thanks again for joining me, and until next time, you take care. Thanks.